Hello viewers, my name is Osama. I am going to talk about doing business in the online world. Remember, this is my first tutorial video. Now let's going with a minor introduction. The World Wide Web has become a global vehicle for electronic commerce, creating a new ways for businesses to interact with one another and their customers. E-commerce means doing business online, such as when a customer buys a product over the web instead of going to a store to buy it. E-commerce technology are rapidly changing the way individuals and companies do business. You can go online to buy a book, to lease a car, shop for groceries, or rent movies. You even get a pizza delivery to your door without picking up the phone. But these kind of transactions are only the tip of e-commerce iceberg. The vast majority of e-commerce activities do not involve the customer at all. They are conducted among businesses which have developed complex networking systems dedicated to processing order, managing inventories and handling payment. This lesson introduces you to the basics of e-commerce at consumer and business level. You will learn to how to make sure your online shopping and browsing activities are secure and how to protect your personal information when using the internet. E-commerce at the consumer level. Tens of thousands of online businesses cater to the needs of consumers. These companies' websites provide information about product and services, take order, receive payments, and provide on the spot customer services. Consumer-oriented e-commerce websites take many forms and cover the gamut of products and services, but can be divided into two general categories: shopping site and personal finance sites. Let's start with the online shopping. Online shopping means buying a product or service through a website. Another term for online shopping is business to consumer transaction. If you have never shopped online, you probably have heard of websites such as Amazon.com, Buy.com, and etc. They are just two of many popular websites where consumer can buy all sorts of things. What can you buy online? The list is almost limitless, including everything from car to appliances, electronics to jewelry, clothes to book, fine wines to old-fashioned candies. You can subscribe to your favorite newspaper or magazine online, hunt for antiques, and order complete holiday meals for delivery to your door. You can even buy and sell items of all kinds on auction sites like eBay, a one-time fad that has turned into full-time businesses for thousands of eBay users. If you If you go to Amazon, they have a different interface. There are thousands of consumer websites and each has its own look, feel and approach to customer satisfaction. But effective online shopping sites share a few essential features. A catalog where you can search for information about products and services. A checkout section where you can securely pay for its item you want to purchase. A customer service page where you can contact the merchant for assistance. Let's talk about online stores versus physical locations. In a brick and mortar store, That is a physical store that you can visit in person to do your shopping. You can wander the aisles and your merchandise for yourself. If the store is too big or the layout too confusing, you can ask a clerk or a customer service representative for guidance. This is one big advantage of going to the store yourself. In an online store, there is a store that exists only on the web, with no physical locations you can visit. You don't have that advantage. You can't walk the aisles, pick up the merchandise, or grab some free sample. You have to do all your shopping in your browser window. Amazon.com and PCconnection.com are examples of online store because they have no real store you can go to. A hybrid merchant is called a click and mortar store, a physical store that also has a website where you can shop. Best Buy and Nordstrom are examples of click and mortar store because they have physical location in many cities as well as website where you can view and purchase their product. Some click and mortar retailers let customers buy items online, then pick them up or return them at the store. This arrangement offers the best of both worlds in convenience and customer service. Using online catalogs. Online shopping would be very difficult if merchants did not provide easy to use catalogs on their websites. In the early days of e-commerce, many retailers struggled to come up with catalogs that were user-friendly for customers and easy to manage. Retail-oriented website needs to be maintained and updated on a continuing basis so that prices and description are always correct. Site managers and designers must be careful to balance their own needs against those of consumer or they risk losing business. Many e-commerce websites are set up like directories. These catalogs lump products or services into categories and subcategories. If you are shopping for an MP3 player at the website of an electronic vendor, for example, you might click the electronics category first, then the personal electronics subcategory, then personal audio, then handheld device, and then MP3 players. Along with the directory of product categories, you may find a search tool at your favorite online shopping site. Like any web search engine, this tool lets you conduct a keyword search, but the research occurs only on a merchant site instead of entire web. So if you are shopping for boots on a site that sell outdoor gear, you should be able to click in the search box, type boots and press enter. The site will then display a list of products or pages that match your interest. The next point is paying for purchases. Online merchants usually try to make online shopping as similar as possible to shopping at a real store. One way they do this is by letting shoppers fill a shop point card, an electronic holding area that stores information about items that the customer has chosen for purchasing. When you are ready to make your purchase, you can pay for it in several ways. Two of the most common payment methods include the following. One-time credit card purchase. If do you want to set up an account with the seller, you can provide your personal and credit card information each time you make a purchase. Second point is set up an online account. If you think you will make other purchases from the online vendor, you can set up an account at the website. The vendor stores your personal and credit card information on a secure server and then places a special file on your computer's disk. Later, when you access your account again by typing a user ID and password, the site uses information in the cookie to access your account. Online accounts are required at some vendors, websites such as brokerage sites that provide online investing service. For electronic fund transfer, you may need to create an account for simplifies shipping and to encourages repeat shopping. Getting customer service. Would you buy a clock at a department store that had no customer service counter? Probably not. When you spend your money, you want to make sure that someone will be able to help you if you have a problem. This is just as true on the web as in any store. Before you buy anything from a website, check its customer services resources. Look for the following information. Getting customer service. You need it to resolve problems, understand the policies before ordering, contact information, how you contact the vendor for return policies, shipping policies, charges and fees, convenience fees, availability and fee for returning items. Let's start with contact information. You should be able to contact a customer service representative by telephone and by regular mail, not just by email. If the site does not display at least one customer service number and one mailing address, consider shopping elsewhere. Return policies. If you want to return a product that you bought online, you will probably be responsible for packing it up and shipping it. You may need to get an authorized number or take other steps to ensure that the return is handled correctly. For example, when I bought a shoes from an online website and I got a issues, so I have a return policy, then I return the shoes. Shipping policies. Before ordering, find out what your shipping options are. Many online vendors use the last expensive means of shipping unless you ask for something else. Always check the shipping charges before checking out and make sure they are responsible. Charges and fees. Some online vendors charge processing fees or other hidden fees, which that may not be described when you purchase something. Look for signs that the seller charges such fees. The next point is online banking and finance. Retailers are not used to only businesses reaching out to customers over the web. No matter where you live in the United States or even in a Pakistan, there is a good chance that your local bank has a website where you can manage your account. But you should must be have account. If you are interested in investing, borrowing money, buying insurance, applying for a credit card or using an ATM or doing some other task involving personal finance, you can go that online too. Online banking. The term online banking refers to using a bank's website to handle banking related tasks. Individuals and businesses alike can visit any bank's website and do the following. You can search the website of the bank and can go through it easily. You must create an account, transfer funds, record or view transactions, reconcile statement, and you can also pay bills through online. If you use a personal finance program at home, such as Microsoft Money or Quicken, it can use your internet connection to access your bank account online. This feature makes it easy to manage your account and keep your book balance. And by this way, you can easily do your work by sitting at your home. Online finance. The term online finance refers to any kind of personal financial transaction you can conduct online. Other than managing your bank account, these activities include investing, applying for loans, applying for credit card, buying insurance, preparing tax return and paying taxes, doing financial research or seeking financial advice. Broker and investment services cost less than a traditional broker. Stock and bonds can be traded. Loan can be procured. Tax returns can be filed. E-commerce at a business level. Beyond individual customer transactions, e-commerce has given companies an entirely different way to conduct business. Using powerful websites and online database, companies not only sell goods to individual customers, but also track inventory, order products, send invoices, and receive payments. Using e-commerce technology ranging from standard networks to supercomputers, companies are rapidly forming online partnerships to collaborate on product designs, sales, and marketing campaigns, and more. By giving one another access to their private network, corporate partners access vital information and work together more affectionately. Business to business transaction. Although millions of consumer transactions take place each day on the web, business to business transaction actually account for most of the money that is spent online. As its name implies, a business to business transaction is one that takes place between companies, consumers, or not involved. The concept transaction did not arrive with the internet. In fact, companies were doing business electronically long before the rise of the web by using private network and computer system to handle transactions. But internet technology organized have made the process easier, more efficient, and available to virtually all business. Any financial transaction between two companies can be considered a business to business transaction and probably can be handled over the internet. Consider some examples. A store orders an out of stock product from distributor. A car manufacturer orders parts from a wide range of suppliers. A stockbroker buys shares from a client by using an electronic exchange. A bank requests credit information from a majority called responsible agency. You can probably think of other examples too. In any case, the transaction occurs whether it is handled on a paper, through a private network, or via the internet. It does not necessarily have to take place on the web. However, web-based technologies are making it easy for companies to handle huge volumes of transactions. Let's watch about intranet and extranet. An intranet is a corporate network that uses the same protocol as internet but which belong exclusively to a corporation, school or some other organization. The intranet is accessible only to the organization's worker. If the intranet is connected to the internet, then it is secured by a special device called firewall, which prevent an unauthorized external user from gaining access to it. An extranet is an intranet that can be accessed by the authorized outside user over the internet. To gain access to the extranet resources, an external user typically must log on to the internet by providing a username and password. Intranet and extranet are popular for several reasons. because they use the same protocols as the internet. They are simpler and less expensive to install than many other kind of network because they enable user to work in standard web browser. They provide a consistent friendly interface because they function with standard security technology. They provide excellent security against unauthorized access. That conduct my tutorial video, and thanks for your precious time.